Yellowstone National Park is one of the must-see locations in the US, but underneath it is one of about 20 supervolcanoes around the world, and it could erupt at any time. Ah, nature. A supervolcano is one that ejects more than 1,000 cubic kilometers of pumice and ash in a single eruption. The result of a super eruption would be soot in the atmosphere blocking sunlight and cooling the planet for years, changing the global climate enough to kill a significant number of species, possibly even us. This is scarier than a comet or asteroid impact because we can't send Bruce Willis to blow it up. It's right in our backyard. So naturally, NASA has come up with a way to delay that devastating event and generate clean energy in the process. Seismologists believe that the supervolcano under Yellowstone erupts once every 600,000 or so years. The odds we'll see it are low, but we're coming up on that thermal breaking point where it will blow, eventually. NASA's plan is to cool the magma chambers inside the supervolcano so it doesn't. Most of Yellowstone's heat, between 60 and 70%, is lost through leaking via hot springs. Experts say that cutting 35% of the remaining heat could stop this supervolcano from erupting. Volcanic heat is already used by people in Iceland to power and heat their homes. We do everything bigger in America, so let's tap into the biggest volcano that we have. NASA's plan is to drill as far as 10 kilometers down inside the Yellowstone caldera and pump in high-pressure water to absorb the heat. Coming out of the volcano, that scorching water would be used to power a geothermal energy plant. There are a couple of ways to do this. The super hot water could be brought to a cooling tank, and as it cools, it would turn into water vapor, a process called flash vaporization. That vapor could then drive a turbine that powers a generator, providing energy. Another option is a binary cycle power plant that uses something called a heat transfer fluid. The fluid turns into vapor as the superheated water passes through a heat transfer tank. But again, it's the vapor that powers the turbine to power the generator. In either case, there are lots of benefits to geothermal power, which could provide energy to the surrounding area for as much as 10,000 years. It's clean, available around the clock, has low emissions, and a small footprint, and because of that, a minimal environmental impact. The problem with this crazy planet-saving, energy-yielding NASA plan is that it's not perfect. A misplaced drill could trigger a super eruption, and the $3.46 billion price tag is pretty much a non-starter. But the eruption will happen if we don't do something. It's inevitable. And though $3.46 billion sounds like a lot, the US government spends that about every 8 hours. And this might be worth saving the planet. If nothing else, when NASA releases the details, this could get researchers thinking about other solutions to this bubbling time bomb. Yellowstone National Park is amazing, and if you visit, you might want to make a website of pictures to share, which means you'll need a domain from domain.com. When you buy a domain name from domain.com, you're taking the first steps in creating an identity and vision for your brand. No domain extension will help you tell your story like a .com or .net domain name. Get 20% off domain.com's already affordable domain names and web hosting when you use the coupon code SEEKER at checkout. This solution might sound crazy, but it really isn't. We looked at a plan to capture and store carbon dioxide in the oceans in this episode right here. Which plan do you guys think is more exciting? Let us know in the comments, be sure to like this video, and subscribe for more Seeker.